Hi everyone, and welcome to NameHero.com. In this video tutorial, I want to teach you how to make a WordPress website in 2017 the easy way. So WordPress, if you're not familiar, it's the most commonly used CMS platform, content management systems platform out there. And it's the easiest way to get your website online and running with no coding knowledge necessary. So regardless who you are or what your website's about, you can use WordPress, from small businesses to individuals to bloggers to affiliate marketers. If you can use a computer, if you can use the internet, if you're watching this video right now, then you already have enough skills to use WordPress. And we get a lot of requests each day, people calling in, people asking in our ticket desk, how do they go about creating their website? So I've decided I'd go ahead and film this tutorial. If you follow our YouTube channel, you'll see we have plenty of other tutorials as well. And I do try to update the WordPress one every so many months because things change with the WordPress platform for the better. Things become better, so I try to keep the videos and tutorials updated so you're getting the latest one. So here in 2017, this is extremely easy, and I'm going to walk you through the process step by step. The first thing you need to get your WordPress website online and running is a domain name. This is going to be whatever your name is, .com, .net, or .org. So I'm on the main page of NameHero.com. I'm going to click on Domains. And this is our instant domain checker. Basically, you can just start searching here for your domain name, and then you can set it up. So I'm going to go with keydiets.com. If you give it a second, you can see that's available. So for my example site here, I'm going to create it like I would be blogging about diets. And personally, I would do this to maybe link to some affiliate programs and get an audience where I talk about key diets for weight loss, muscle building, key diets or pregnancy, so all kinds of diets. So that's the type of site I'm going to create here. Now, depending on your needs, you can choose your .com here, whether you're creating a blog about something that you're doing individually, or maybe you're trying to create a WordPress website for your business. So whatever the domain is, you just enter it in here. It's the same way. But you can see our domain searcher here searches instantly for your domain. So if the .com is taken, then you can look for other TLDs. We have all kinds of new ones in here. So you can click the tabs here and look. I personally prefer .com, so if the .com is open, I would definitely recommend going with that. Okay, so you can see the price of this domain is $12.98, but I'm going to show you how to get this name actually free. So I'm going to click here and add the domain to my cart. Now you can see we have a promotion going on that if you add web hosting for $347 a month, the domain is free. So of course I want to do that. So I'm going to click right here, and it says use a domain already in my shopping cart, keydiets.com. So we're going to click use. Now you can see it's going to configure our basic starter package. This allows us to host one website with 10 gigabytes of storage, unmetered bandwidth, and we get a free domain with it. So we can go down here. You can see that the 36-month price is $5.99, but on the next screen we're going to have our promotion to where it's going to add. So I'm going to click continue. Now if you want a dedicated IP address, you can if you're trying to get email. That's what we recommend that for. But if you're not using this for email, I would not worry about it. So I'm going to click continue. Now you can see I'm back here to my domain configuration. I like to add ID protection. This basically protects your information from spammers. I always tell customers, if you don't add ID protection, you register a name without it, and then you'll be back in 24 hours to add it, because spammers will get your email address and they will send you, they're relentless with their spam. It's really unbelievable. So I always recommend adding our ID protection to the domain. It's $2.98 for the year, so it's not much. So you can see now we've got our cart here configured. Our promotion code currently is HeroFun336S for this particular promotion, and it is active, and you can see we're going to save $90 here. So we're going to get the domain for free, and then we're going to get our web hosting account for $128.62. Now, this is important because this is for 3 years. This is not by month or whatnot. So we won't have to worry about buying anything else for this website for 3 years. So that's how we're able to get it for $3.47 a month. So it's just a tremendous deal right there. Definitely recommend going with that while we have it up. In my opinion, I don't think you'll find a better price with the highest quality features that we offer. Here at NameHero, we're a little bit different than other web hosts because we offer high-speed cloud web hosting. So your WordPress website's actually going to be on our high-speed cloud, our SSD infrastructure, to where it's going to load a lot quicker than a lot of the other web hosts out there. So definitely recommend going with that. So I can click Checkout here, and now I can just enter in my information to complete my payment. If you have any questions about us, you can always look at our reviews. I always recommend customers do that because when you're shopping, you want to know, who's the company you're working with. So you can click right here on this, and you can see all the reviews that we have here at NameHero. If you're a little apprehensive, we use shopperapproved.com. So these are actual reviews from actual customers that are verified by a third party. We do that so we're non-objective. So that these customers that actually wrote these reviews are actually customers of NameHero, and you can go through and read these as you see fit before making your decision. I always recommend that people do their own research. So I'm going to pause this video while I go ahead and complete my payment, and then I will resume it, and we'll set up our WordPress website. Okay, after we place our order, you're going to see we have our confirmation screen here. And if you enjoyed your shopping experience with us, we'd certainly appreciate if you'd give us 5 stars. And then at the end of that survey, you'll have the opportunity to give us some feedback. So you can let us know how you think we're doing here and your experience so far with NameHero. We try to make things as quick and easy for people because we understand that some of our competitors out there can make things way too complicated. So we certainly don't want to do that. So if you're enjoying your experience thus far, we would appreciate if you filled out that brief survey. Okay, so after you've paid, you've got your order confirmation number. You're almost there to getting your WordPress website set up. So I'm going to click Continue to Client area. You're going to see this is our client dashboard. This is where you can manage all your domains that you buy with us, as well as your WordPress website. So to set up WordPress, I'm going to click here under Cloud Web Hosting. It's going to bring me into all of my hosting packages. Now, this demo account has a couple, but the one that we're talking about today is keydiets.com, the one we just ordered, the basic starter package. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Now, this is our dashboard for our WordPress website. We're going to be able to use this to manage every aspect of our website. So you can see everything about the site that we need, including getting WordPress set up. So the first thing we want to do is log into cPanel and actually install WordPress. So you'll notice right here under Actions, you're going to see Log into cPanel. I'm going to click that, and it'll take me right to it. We're also going to send you an email with the cPanel login. So if you want to access it from there and check your email and get it, you can as well. Either one's appropriate. I like going through the client area personally because I just like to click and be right into cPanel. So you can see cPanel starts a little tutorial about their features. You can just click OK and exit out of that. Okay, so now we need to look for WordPress. So we're going to scroll down here to the bottom of the page, and you'll notice that WordPress is right here under scripts. So we'll click that. Once we do so, we can read a little bit about WordPress if you're not familiar about it, but if you are, then you can just skip it and go to the install page. You can see there's screenshots and a demo and ratings and all that good stuff there if you want to spend some time, which is completely appropriate, especially those of you that are new to WordPress. So I'm going to click Install Now. At this point, I can choose my protocol and then choose my domain. I'm going to just keep this the standard HTTP. Now at NameHero, we provide free SSL certificates, meaning if you want to do the HTTPS, you can. Now the thing is, after you sign up with your account, it takes about an hour or two for the DNS to propagate and that SSL certificate to become live. So that's why I recommend right off the bat, just install it at HTTP, and then you can switch it to the secure later. And again, that is a 100% free feature at NameHero, which in my opinion is a great value because many other web hosts charge upwards of $100 a year for that. Okay, now we can enter our domain. It's already entered for us, keydiets.com, so we're going to leave that default. Now, when I install WordPress, I want to install it in the root directory meaning that when someone goes to keydiets.com, they see WordPress. I don't want them to have to go to a subdirectory. So because of that, I need to delete WP out of here. So I need to leave this field empty. I'm going to scroll on down, and now I can tell the system a little bit about my site. It's going to be called Key Diets. The best place to read about diets. It's a little tagline, and you can go in and change this stuff later on. So if you're not quite sure about your site, you can go back and change it later. Next, one of the most important things is picking a strong admin username and password. I don't recommend that you use admin and pass because it's insecure. You don't want anyone to be able to get inside of your admin area. That's one easy way to do that, is to use a weak admin credentials. So I'm going to make this my name, a combination of my name and a number. So I'm gonna copy this on a notepad here so I have it. And then I'm gonna use this little key to generate a secure password. This way I know it's strong. So again, I've got a notepad opened up, and I'm just gonna copy and paste that stuff there. So I have it. So I have these to log back in, because we'd have to retrieve that later on if you don't write it down or save it somewhere. Next, you can enter your email address. That email address will also help you if you do lose your username and password. You can reset it at your email address. I'm going to scroll on down here. Now I speak English, so I'm just going to keep it in English. If you speak a different language, feel free to add it. There's some additional plugins here, such as limit login attempts. I'm just going to skip over that for now. There's also some advanced options. If you don't know what you're doing, I don't recommend even messing with them, especially if you're just getting started with WordPress. Don't worry about that stuff. At NameHero, we automatically back up your site for you each night, so you don't have to worry about taking your own backups and configuring all that. It's simply taken care of for you. Okay, now finally, this is how you get your free theme with us here at NameHero. At NameHero, we have partnered with designers to offer these themes 100% free of charge, included with your hosting cost. So you don't have to go pay someone extra to get a nice looking website. Obviously, you can install WordPress without this and use the default WordPress templates, but if you want something a little bit more customized, then this is what we have that here for. So I'm going to click on the search button. Using the search feature here, I can begin to search about topics about my website and finding themes that are appropriate. So let's just see what we have for diets. Probably not going to be much in there just for diets or diets. So let's just look at, let's just type in blog. You don't want to get too granular with the search engine, because if you get too granular, you're not going to come up with anything like that. So, so I recommend sticking to generic, like blog, business, those type of keywords. You'll be able to find something that looks nice and makes sense. So let's see if we just type in food and see if something comes up for us here. No, food's not. Let's say like shop. See if you wanted to start a shop-based website, or you're going to blog about a shop, something like that. So it's got to be very generic for these themes here. If you close out of this also, you can just browse through by the date they've been added to the system. That might be an even better option for your site here, because you can see like a corporate and associate. Here's a business, a sensible page. Really all kinds of different pages here that you can use. Like book a taxi, and that's pretty cool for a business, right? It's a nice looking business page. And you can demo these. So you can actually click on demo and see what they look like before you install it. So you can see how your site looks before you you proceed with it. So I think this looks pretty good. This one here for my diet site. Just kind of a basic blog post type website. Let's just see what else they have though while we go through here. Again, these are updated in real time all the time, so you might find stuff, and you can always change this later. You're never stuck with just one template. You can always go back and change the design later on after you get things set up. So you can see this it's going to set your website apart by choosing a unique design. And like I said, these are free. And all ready to go, so you don't have to hiring a designer or anything like that, and everything is all ready for you to make a really good looking website. I mean, that looks really professional. I don't know about you, but I think that looks really good, especially if you're going to sell a product or service. This type of page would be really good for a business. And that even had a little bit of music on it, which I think is pretty cool. So let's just look through here, and you can see medics and stuff like that. It'd be pretty cool for like an emergency room or a doctor's office it seems like a graphic image there, doesn't it? But I think this also kind of shows the scope of WordPress and just how much you can use WordPress for a number of things. Like, look, if I click demo here, this is like a lawyer's website. If you're a lawyer and we're trying to build your website, you could use this theme here. It's taking a second to load, so we'll come back to that here in just a second. Oh, look, here's one with food on it. Most powerful WordPress theme and design. Stronghold demo. This is pretty cool. Lightning fast, built with care. This is more of a corporate page. That looks good. Back to our legal. See, this would be for a lawyer. If you're setting up a lawyer website. And we even see some developers will use these to create very good-looking websites for their customers, and you're free to do that. If you're a reseller with us at NameHero and you're developing a website for a client, you can use these for your clients. As long as your client likes it, then you can go for it. But I think these just show the real power of WordPress, and that WordPress is not only for a personal blog, it's not only for an affiliate site, but you can create some really professional and really good-looking websites at a great cost. Because, like I said, these are 100% free. We see a lot of people starting online shops nowadays. It seems like that's a thing for entrepreneurs. I mean, look, this looks really good here if you're selling T-shirts and stuff, where you could blog and have all your stuff on here. So I'm just going to go through a couple more here, defining the perfect one for my little diet site here. I mean, we can really go on and on, which is great. There's thousands of these themes through here. So it's all about just kind of looking. And like I said, I recommend spending some time, because you want to find a design that you're going to be happy with, that works well for your site, and one that's going to stand out and separate you from everyone else. So I kind of like this point here. So let's just go with this one so we can get on with our tutorial here. But like I said, feel free to spend as much time as you need selecting and setting up your theme, because you can change it later, but there's so many of them. So once you do, you're going to click on it and click install. And once you do that, it just takes a minute. I mean, really not even a minute to do the installation. So you can see it's already completed now. So let me close these other tabs here so we don't get confused, so we can go and take a look at what we've created. So we can click on keydiets.com, and look, you can see our website is now online, and it's now been created, and it's got that professional design. So it's really all set. I mean, it's that quick. Now you're going to see, well, no preview, hello world. I mean, it doesn't look like it makes much sense, right? Well, that's because we just set it up. So now we have to go configure it. So all the configuration for WordPress is done inside the admin area. So what you're going to do is click the administrative URL. And when you do that, it's going to bring you into the admin area. Now this is the username and password that I had you put on the notepad or wrote down. That's what will get you in here. And you can always access that by going to yourdomain.com/wp-admin. That's how you get to it always. And if you ever have any questions on that, we can always help you find it. But that's where your admin area lives. You can see here I've got a bubble beside updates. This is always important to update. So you can see there's a plugin that needs to be updated. So we're just going to click here and click Update Plugins. It's important that you keep your site updated. So especially when you first install it, sometimes you see, well, there's a new update out because something may have came out just recently. Okay, so now we can go to Pages and click All Pages, and you're going to see the sample page here. This page is set up just as a sample, and then you can click View to go look at it. And this is what a sample page on your website would look like. So now you can go back and you can customize this to look like a page that you would like for your website. So instead of sample page, maybe this is About Me. And I like to always change my URL, About Me. Okay? And then you can see you can edit this text here to talk about you. So you can begin entering some text, and then you just click Update or Preview if you don't want to save it live. Since it's a new site, I'm just click Update, click View Page, and you can see this is the text we just entered. And so you're getting, you're starting to get things customized. I can go back to the dashboard by hovering over key diets, and I can click on post, all post, and you can see I've got a hello world post. I can click view and look at it, and you can see this is what a example blog post would look like. So I can go back here and I can edit this. So just something simple here, just to let's know. I can click update. Now I can view the post, and you can see that I've got my first blog post. So it's really, it's no longer the days of the internet where it takes all day long to set up a website, to design it. Those days are long gone. This is very simple, and anyone can do this. As you can see, I'm getting my content is online on my own.com almost in no time. Now, if I click Customize here at the top, I'm going to be able to edit a lot of the things about my domain here. So you can see the active theme is point, and that's what we decided on. I said you can always change it later, so you can click Change, and you can select there. You can install new themes if you like. I like the theme here, so I'm going to keep it. Now you can go to site identity. Remember we entered this stuff earlier, such as the tagline, site title. You can change that stuff. You can add images here to the site header. You can click on menus, and you can see that there's a primary menu and a footer menu. Now I don't have any created, but this is where you would set those up. So something like up here, you would have your menus is where you could customize all that. If you notice here on the right side, these widgets, this search widget, recent posts, recent comments, you can edit all of these right here. So if you don't want this stuff here showing up, you can begin to edit and take away to make it look appropriate for however you're trying to get it going. If you know CSS, you can add it in here. I don't expect you to, so if you don't want to mess with that, you don't have to. I personally am not a fan of CSS and editing all of that stuff, so I just like to kind of keep it simple. Let's go back into our WordPress dashboard. And I recommend you just play around in here for a little bit and get familiar. And you can see they have a nice little dashboard. Welcome to WordPress. We've assembled some links to help you get started. As you can see right here, as you can customize the site, which is where we just went. You can write your first blog post. You can add your About Us page or view your website. There's the actions here to manage your widgets and menus, which I went through, the comments, and as well as learning more about how to get started with WordPress. This is an excellent tutorial that WordPress actually has that will take you through step by step on how to go through and actually customize your site to really make it look something special and something that is really useful to your organization, your cause, or your business. So if you want to, if you like to follow tutorials, then I recommend giving that one a good read. But that's pretty much all there is to getting your WordPress website online and starting to publish content. Again, we could sit here all afternoon and go through each one of these options, but I'm going to allow you to kind of do that on your own time. I will say this, since this uses a customized theme that came for free with NameHero, you can go under Appearance and under Theme Options, and you can get a little bit more help. So you can see that they've got a link here that you can sign up for the theme, no credit card required, and it just gives you access to their development community, which may be a really good option so they can let you know when updates come out. But you can go ahead and go through here, like general settings. Like if you wanted to upload a logo, it tells you what size the logo needs to be. You click Browse, find that logo on your computer, and upload it. If you wanted to add a logo to the footer, a fave icon, this is a little icon that shows up at the top. You could put that. If you want to add any header code, copyright text, if you want to change that up here, you can do that. This trending is a cool thing. If you look at the top of your theme here, it says now trending, and this kind of shows your recent posts. So you can activate or deactivate that, and you can also assign that a category here. But you can see there's all kinds of options inside of the theme here that actually make this even more of a flexible design. You can see if you want to start changing the colors, you can do so here. The background color, you just click here and you just start changing it. So we could change that, and there's always the reset to defaults button here. So let's just look. If we change it to something crazy and click Save Changes, we can go over here to our site and refresh it, and For some reason, it did not change for me. Let's try this one more time, see why it didn't change for me. So let's click Save Changes again, see if it'll change, and refresh it. It might be cached. There we go. So you can see my background changed to that dark green. So you can play around and really customize it. Now, if you ever mess something up, just go down here to Reset Default, and it's going to reset everything back the way it came. You can go back here and refresh it and kind of confirm that. So especially those getting started, I just recommend going in and playing around, and you can change which way the sidebar is and how the blog posts show, your custom images. Responsiveness, this is really important because this is what allows the site to display correctly on mobile devices. Obviously, people are going to be going to your website on their phone because nowadays most people do that. So I recommend definitely leaving that on. If we go through here, you can see there's more options here about single post. If you want to add ads, there's room here to add advertisements to your page. If this website, and obviously for my diet website, I would add some ads for other diet products and stuff so I can try to make some money. Now, obviously, I would want to start my site before I load it up with ads, but this allows you to add those right on in here. Now there's stuff for the navigation, which you can see. You can go to the menu section, which we talked about. So that's it. That's how quick and easy it is to get your WordPress website online, installed, and going. I'm really excited for you that you watch this video. I encourage you to spend some time in the dashboard, learn your way around. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them on this video. You can ask our support team. We're more than willing to help you out. If you need help installing something or something didn't go correctly and you have questions, let us know. We're more than happy to help you make sure that you are satisfied. But other than that, enjoy WordPress, enjoy your new website. I really hope that you also took advantage of our promo and got your domain for free. So thanks a bunch, everyone. And I am Ryan with NameHero.com, and we certainly appreciate you working with us with your WordPress website.